John Pemberton's coming. John
Pemberton.
Colin.
Colin and Louise are coming. I take it Brendan's not, because I don't know how Cherry is. I haven't sort of heard any updates on that.
Yeah.
It's been a bit active. It's been a bit
tonight.
Yeah, it's been a bit active this week, or more active, because he's sending out information about one of his walks.
Oh, right.
So things may be on the way out.
Yeah, Gizzy's coming as well, though, isn't he?
Johnny.
Gizzy's coming, yeah, Gizzy's coming, yeah. He's only coming for
he's
going home Friday. He's going back Friday after the do.
Yeah, he's only coming down for the day, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm staying the 2 days. I'm going back up on the Saturday.
I thought if Angela's coming with Gizzy.
Yeah. I've actually sent in the form in tomorrow to what's his face, Dave Dukes.
All right.
And I've put on there. I don't know. I've put to sit with John, Colin, Jim, and Pete. Is that about right?
Yeah, I would have thought so. Yeah.
Right, I'll send that tomorrow. It's going to the post tomorrow. That.
What are you laughing at, David?
I just seen John Herbert coming on, which is great. But I was John. Nice to see it. Lovely. Obviously, have you sent a fire extinguisher out to Zachary?
Was it too hot for him?
Because he had to put jalapeno peppers in because he didn't have any what you suggested. So he got rather hot and bothered with it.
Oh, I did say it was rather a hot one anyway.
Seriously, it is the words he put it was so good. It was so good. Where is he? It was really nice.
Yeah,
it was very nice. He put blimey. Let me see. He said, "Yeah, huge thanks to Hilda. Had to use jalapeno peppers instead of split green chilies. So hot, my glass is steamed up." Well, he sent a photo of his glass. He was steaming. He said, "Fantastic flavour, couldn't be better. Only thing missing was the fresh rolls and a hard night's work in the starlight." Well, that just sums it up. It's brilliant.
Very good. I've not tried it myself yet. I will do.
No, we've not done it yet.
I say Pete's watching the races. I am. Hamilton's in 6th place now, Pete.
Just slipped down a bit. I think he's 8 and 8th now.
Okay.
Has he gone back to 8th?
He's on 6th.
Yeah, I think.
I got him.
Did
on
he just
6th,
pit? That's the thing. I think he's only just pitted, has he?
Mind
I think that's why it's a pit stop in there.
Oh, well, I'm on lap 35. I might be behind you, Pete. The 35, he was 6th.
I'm on lap 36.
Oh, I'm on 35.
Oh, look,
no,
he is Colin.
He is on 30. He is on 6.
Yeah.
Oh, and we can't recognise Zachary because his glasses aren't steamed up, so we don't believe a word of it.
How are you guys?
Very good.
I'm a bit late. Sorry, my apologies.
So was I, and I should have been in earlier, shouldn't I, Johnny?
Yes, you should, Dave.
Yeah. Did I get a bollocking before I came in?
No, you didn't. No.
Did he mention you today, Dave? We're going to
Yes. Anyone make any further
malware warning, McAfee protection is going to expire soon.
And
what was that?
And Donut's talking to his technician, Louise.
I am, yeah, sorry.
So you can talk. It's okay.
Hello, peeps.
Oh,
Is everyone okay today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Fine.
are. We are.
Can you all hear me? Oh, you keep cutting out, guys. I don't know what's wrong here. New computer.
Wi-Fi.
I've got the problem
Am I not close enough to the Wi-Fi?
Pete's frozen again.
as well,
Yeah.
Colin.
Hang on, there's a big whale behind you, Colin.
The signal.
hang on.
You're absolutely
I
fine.
don't know why it keeps cutting you
What's
guys
your
out.
house
It's,
like,
I can see its
I've got a good
tail.
signal.
It's all right. That's all.
Yeah. You can still talk.
You
What she done? She cut me out, she has. She's cut me visually out. No, they're all dead as well.
Oh, well.
And by the way, we have technical difficulties from Donuts.
I'm gonna have to move. Locations. I think.
That's okay.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, here's a question for where's Zachary? There you are. So Raymond,
yes.
that's all I needed to hear. Marvelous. I've not even asked the question yet. So Zachary, have you did the chow pot, but of course with your family, who had what? Maybe just the rice, I believe.
No, I actually didn't make rice because I wanted to have it with the bread rolls, so it's authentic as possible. And my wife isn't here, and she's a vegetarian, so she wouldn't eat it anyway. And my daughter is vegan, strict vegan. She doesn't eat any meat or dairy.
Yeah.
And
Right. So can everybody hear me now?
She loved the smell. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Loud and clear.
All right, cool. But your other daughter, she would have gone out and I don't know, hand fought whatever the meat you were eating.
She would have loved it. Yeah, she would absolutely loved it. I'm going to see if I can, as it's topical, while you're talking, I'll see if I can send the Colonel a picture that he can pop up.
Well
Just give me a second here.
Yeah, that's even better. So now, Scotty,
Yes.
I'm sorry, what's that something in your pocket? I can't see behind you.
Hang on. When you always have sand in your pocket. I think it is.
Have a what in your pocket?
Not an ollie.
Not an ollie-free pocket.
Have a shell in your pocket, and sand in your shoes. I think
Turn your
it's
phone on it. That's better. Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, I can't remember it. I'll change it.
Good. And now, Fruity, you're looking good and hope you're feeling good.
I'm okay, thank you. I've had a
Yeah,
pleasant
that wasn't an
afternoon.
interrogation, David. That was just an acknowledgement, all right?
Yes, I know, David.
Yeah. But have you been in touch with Mickey this week, Mickey Munson?
No. I spoke to Alice.
Yeah.
Why about Mickey Munson?
Well, no, because he's all part of the group, you know.
Yeah. No. I haven't spoken to him this week. I spoke to Alice, and he might be going up to see him, I think, next week.
Right. Okay. Lovely.
Last time I did speak to him, he was fine though, David.
Good. That's all right. Now, here's another one now for Hilda. Obviously, the culinary is going extremely well, as it always has done with you. Will you be able to be discreet when you actually put forward the baked Alaska? Because this is going to be a real pressure on all of us.
It depends what music you want.
And also what fire retardant materials we've got at home.
I don't know if any of you were on the Sun when we did a baked Alaska one night, American night, and Sammy was the captain, and I think there was 8 dining room captains came in behind me, and we went all round the captain's table, and at the right time of the music, we all lowered the bait to Lascaux and up again. But one of the dining captains went up too far and set all the paper decoration alight that fell across Sammy's table. They were supposed to be fire resistant.
You better watch
the big inquiry
watch
afterwards.
You better watch the Oscar towel at the end of this, John, because it might be you that's in there. I doubt it, but it might be.
Doubt it, but it might be.
I'll leave it at that.
Oh, lovely. So now, Colin, obviously you're back.
I'm back now. Yes.
You're back now. Very lovely to see you. Lovely
Yes.
to see you. Good. And did you were over not Tenerife, but one of the islands, wasn't it?
We went to Fuerteventura.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it. It's a dump.
There we are. That you got it straight from the horse's mouth. All right. So we are on travel. We're on travel this week. So.
Oh right. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Judith, thank you very much for that.
Sorry. Are you going there, Dave? Are you?
In fact, we were going to have the crew bar reunion there. So it's forget that.
Without being funny, the whole place is barren. There is only no trees anywhere except palm trees. It was just a naff place to be. And without being funny, it was full of British people.
Next time go to Brighton.
Yeah, that might be better actually. Yeah.
Oh,
it's normally full of German people.
Brighton's got too much culture.
Yeah.
No, it was just it was a place that Louise and I really didn't like, and that's the end of it. We won't go back there again.
No.
So,
while we're on about travel, I'm signing on the Regal Princess next Sunday.
Yes, you will.
Excellent, Stephen. And now, Fruity, what ship has Stan gone on for 3 weeks?
He's on the Arcadia, and I think he sailed today.
Wow.
Gone to Iceland, does it?
No, I think it's gone down to Canaries, Scotty. Because I did look today, and it's not out again until next month. So I'm assuming he was going today. It's a pity we didn't know about it earlier. We might have been able to send him a bottle of wine or something. But
yeah.
Have anybody heard whether the Iona has sailed yet?
No, I
don't know.
No idea.
It came in a week ago with coronavirus on board, and it was supposed to have got into quarantine for 10 days.
Right.
But I haven't heard anything since.
Stan rang me yesterday afternoon to send his apologies. He wouldn't be in for about the next 3 weeks. And I said to him, I guess you're going on a cruise. And he said yes, and told me all the great details he got of the deal.
If he's going over to the Canary Islands for 3 weeks, obviously he's taking the ship into dry dock then.
No, it's not. No,
sounds like
it's not actually 3 week cruise. It's about 13 nights, I think.
Right.
But he said he wouldn't be on for about 3 weeks.
Right.
Who's this in Nokia?
Who's
that?
Is that Bobo?
No.
Who's it? Hello, who are you?
Is he connected? Is it Malcolm? Is it Malcolm?
Hello?
He's muted. Oh, he is.
It is Malcolm. It is Malcolm.
Turn your microphone on. There you go.
Well done.
Hi, Steve. Hello, everyone.
How you doing, Mel? All right, mate?
Yeah.
How are you, Steve?
Yeah, good, thank you. Just saying to the guys, I'm going on the Regal Princess next week for 2 weeks.
So, Malcolm, you're on your phone tonight.
Can you ask me to turn it sideways?
It's all right. Yeah, well done.
There you go.
Okay.
Is that okay? Great. Right. And you can see Ray Zachary, another of your bellboy brigade.
Is Is that Malcolm Comley?
No, Malcolm, as in. Oh, hang on. It's
Williams.
Skagway, Malcolm.
Oh, is that?
Thank you.
Hi,
Skagway,
Malcolm. Good to see you.
Ray, just very quickly, sorry I haven't been in touch with you lately. I've been very busy, but I will email you at some point very soon.
Good. If you've got my email address, great. It'd be great to get in touch with you.
Absolutely, no problem. As soon as I can.
Okay.
Brilliant. Yeah, it's all. Now here comes Blackpool Bob. He's also experienced your culinary recipe, Hilda, as well.
He said it cured coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will.
Yes, yeah.
It definitely improves your sinuses.
Oh, bloody hell, Bob, you're walking as well. This is marvelous.
I know, I had to get out. My son's watching the bloody F1, isn't he?
Oh,
We all are.
Well, we were. Where's Hamilton now?
He is.
Is he still sixth?
No, he's 12th.
Hey?
Yeah,
Get
I'm on
out
lap
of it.
43. I've got a live Sky feed here. Yeah.
What the heck happened there then?
He's 12.
Yeah.
Has he gone in for has he been in the pits?
It must have been. I got it on the side. I'm not paying too much attention to it.
When they all went in the pits at the safety car, he stayed out.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't usually do the sporting things. It's just there in the background. Sorry about that, Zachary. You know, and Hilda and
Oh, that's
Ruthie.
okay.
All right. Sorry about that.
I got kicked out.
Kevin Caveman.
Isn't not the caveman,
Yes, the
surely.
caveman. Wow.
Bloody hell. Now this is good. This is good. Donut, Zachary, we're here. Right? There's 3 Yorkshiremen and one coming in from
I
California.
can't remember how it goes.
Bloody hell. Great. So there he is.
There's the caveman.
Put your phone on the side, Kevin.
He's going go sideways, just like you used to hide under the daybed. Go horizontal, caveman.
He's muted. He's muted. Come on, unmute yourself.
There
he goes.
There you go.
Right.
Put your phone on its side so it's landscape.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
There you go.
That's better. Good.
Caveman, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Marvelous. Hey, now look, you can see we've got Donut, Zachary, you, and me.
Hey.
Shall we just go and put our white tuxedos on now? And
Hang on.
Let's go.
Dave, hang on a second. I'm gonna get Louise to get me something. Just a minute.
Okay.
Well, you carry on
Right,
chatting.
right. Yeah, we will.
Don't tell me it's going to be the hat with the cord
anymore. I have a black one though.
Oh, that's great. That's good. Yeah.
No.
Thank
I
you.
just lost someone.
No, it's all. Who's
Okay, now Dave, I've got this which you gave me on my 50th birthday. So this is for everybody. This is for Ray, me, Dave, and the caveman. Let's see if I can get this in the picture.
Yeah, you need to take off your virtual background.
Oh, do I?
Yeah,
See, yeah.
Can you manage that?
Right.
Can you manage that?
I don't know. I'm going to get to you a second. Honey,
Don't
take
worry,
off the
don't worry.
background, dear. Honey. Go on,
It's
carry
good-
on talking.
It's good to see. Ollie's just come in, and Ollie can't stay this evening, but he's got his chair representing him.
Can I get rid of the virtual background for a minute? Just for a second. Sorry.
Ollie!
I need to get rid of
All right, bro.
Hi, Ollie.
Hi.
Just for a second.
Right.
Yeah.
Hello, Ollie.
Oh, it's great. It's good to see you, Ollie. Yeah. hang on. There's somebody coming in behind you, Colin. Watch out. I'm not
Yeah, I
sure if
know.
it's a whale or if it's
Right,
whoa,
are you
whoa.
calling a whale? You cheeky bugger. That's it, Dave. That's it. You're blown out, mate.
Oh, I thought the whale was just about to blow out. She's ready to blow.
And anyway, if you can take a screenshot of what you're going to show me, Colin, and I'll post it on the recording as well.
Oh right.
Yeah, don't worry. Honestly, don't worry about it. We'll look forward to it on the recording, Colin.
Yeah, but it's down there at stop video.
Can you not?
The little arrow.
Can you not see this?
No,
at all.
Hold on.
No.
Stop.
No.
It's got
Hang on
to
a
come right, Colin. If you stand up and you put it in front of you, it might.
Hold on a minute. Just bear
Hold
with
on a
me.
second.
Stand up and put it in front of your chest.
There you go.
Well, now I
There you go.
Yeah, there you
There
go.
you go.
Move it
that way, you
Over.
up, horizontal. Stop.
Go back a bit. Go back a bit.
Back.
Oh,
Back a
excellent.
bit. There you go.
There's nothing like a
blimey.
nice drop of Chateau de Châtelet.
You were lucky. We lived in Olin Road with tarpaulin roof.
Yeah, we used to have to get up in the morning and lick the road clean with our tongues.
Luxury.
Right, that's it. I'm taking it away now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for all of those of you living north of Watford Gap, we weren't taking the mickey. All right.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Right.
Oh, dear.
There you go, Ray. That was
That'll be 50 quid, please, Mr. Dowie.
Ray. That was given to me by Dave on my 50th birthday, which actually was 20 years ago in May.
Oh my God!
Blimey, O'Reilly.
Yes,
Neck.
I shall be 70 in May.
That was a fantastic occasion. That whole show and that sketch.
Oh,
and I know
brilliant.
we worked hard on it, and I remember. I think it was Joe was upset with us because everybody else was miming their lines, and we learned our lines. And I think that I wrote them out from listening to the tape over and over again to get the actual script.
Yeah, it was a good show. That. Thank you, Hilda, and thanks for the recording, Colonel. It was good what you did.
Oh, what was that? I've missed that.
Yeah, you with that show, that particular cruise show.
Oh yeah.
And there were different acts coming on with Joanna on the phone, and the girls doing a dance routine with Joanne, and you doing your flipping.
Ring my bell.
Ring my
the Marilyn Monroe number.
Oh, flipping heck. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, and the Muppets, wasn't it, Donut? The Muppets.
The Muppets was something different, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and three little girls from school.
Three little girls.
Oh, God,
yeah. Who's heard from Phil? Who's heard from Phil this week? I haven't seen him.
I
was going to phone him. I didn't get round to it.
Yeah, I've heard from Phil. I'm having lunch with him in my Hawksworth on Wednesday.
Oh, really?
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
And is he still working at the hotel on the Sunday night?
I don't know. He said he was trying to give it up, but I'm not sure whether he has done or not. But I'll give you an update next week when I've seen him. I don't know whether he's coming in tonight or not, but I honestly don't know about the hotel bit.
No. Well, it'd be nice whenever we see him. It'll be great. It's nice.
Going back to the show again, John. You actually found a recording of it, did you?
Actually, I'm a bit confused here. What Dave's talking about? We do so many recordings. Which one exactly are you talking about? Dave?
No, the cruise show we've just been talking about with the Muppets and everything in it. I don't think you've done a recording of that one.
What Colonel did was he videoed the "This Is Your Life," which incorporated a few of the acts.
Yeah, we did the first two opening numbers because it was done under the disguise of a cruise show.
Yeah,
that's right. Yes, yeah.
Colonel, I just sent you. Colonel, I just sent you 2 pictures: the finale and the 3 little girls from school.
Okay.
That you just mentioned. I don't know if you can pop them up.
Yeah, we got that. Yeah.
That was
Pete
Pete's story, Philip and Bangy Williams, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Doug. Yeah.
In the
Bangy Williams.
In the cruise show, it was Aggie.
Oh, was it Aggie? Was it? Sorry.
In the cruise show, it was Aggie, Bunny, and
Bill Butcher.
Bill.
Yeah.
The actual "This Is Your Life." We had Rob Blackman.
What about Big Mary? Yeah.
I thought Pete Story
Rob
did it.
Blackman, Big Mary was in the cruise show. In the "This Is Your Life," he wasn't in the cruise show one though.
Okay.
You say about the cruise shows. When I was on the PP, we didn't have cruise shows as such. We used to have the entertainers entertain the crew in the carousel lounge. I think Colonel might be the only one there that was on the PP at the time.
Well, I think Phil and Gizzy were.
Yeah, Phil and Gizzy were there.
Yeah.
But
hello, Peter.
And the bar was open, and the staff used to go around and serve all the crew with their free drink.
I think we had a couple on the Sun Princess where the entertainment team put on in the international lounge for the crew after they'd done the cruise show. And I think, if I remember rightly, you were given 2 or 3 beers when you went into the room, I think, but there was no actually room service as such.
Oh, that's when I had my first stinger in that, doing that. The brandy creme de menthe thing.
Bloody barman, they were still making money out of the crew club.
Oh, lovely.
Dave, can you mention our sponsor, Dave, please?
I did say hello to Peter
Yeah, but
already.
you didn't mention the sponsor.
Hi, everybody.
Peter, the book's been promoted in and out regularly. I don't know what's happening. I hope the sales have gone beyond your expectation.
I'll be quite honest. I'm not sure. I haven't looked recently, David, but I'm sure they have.
You better check because they're waiting for their commission.
I haven't paid anything till the end of the month.
Oh, Peter.
Yeah,
just mentioning brandy, Colin.
Yes.
That you're the reason I can't drink brandy anymore.
Oh, is that right?
Because
thank you.
When we went on leave in San Pedro and we went for a massive lunch because our flight wasn't till 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And then our flight was delayed and we ended up at the airport and there was all sorts of things happened while we were at the airport. I've mentioned a couple of them before, but one of the things is that we were sitting at the bar and we were drinking brandy Alexanders with brandy backs. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. And we all got absolutely wasted.
Vaguely remember that.
Yeah, we were really drunk when it came to get on the ship. And there was a lot of things that happened. Somebody's duty-free got swiped off the table, a whole case of booze and
oh God, I don't remember that.
On the plane.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, somebody had 12 bottles of booze in a case and one of the other, it was one of us, I don't remember who it was, swept it off the table and it smashed on the floor. Really? What's this shit doing on here? Yeah.
Sorry, that's very hazy.
Yeah, very hazy. After we had a lunch there's a restaurant in San Juan that had all the Chianti bottles hanging on the wall. The walls were covered in them. Do you remember that?
That was La Zaragoza.
Can I have a look at the?
Yeah, it wasn't Zaragoza. It was.
Oh, was it somewhere else? Was it?
Yeah, it was like a pizza place or something.
Oh.
Yeah, the walls were covered in Chianti bottles, and you got a piece of charcoal and you wrote a message and name on it, and they hung it on the wall. And maybe it's still there. They'd be a bit dusty by now.
It probably is. Yeah.
Is it Casa Nostra?
Years ago.
Was it Casa Nostra?
I can't remember.
Oh,
I can't
I remember
remember.
that one. That was up higher up in San Juan.
Yeah.
Casa Nostra.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a square. And
Yeah,
it was
there was
off
a
in one
square there.
corner,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh God, no. My brain is foggy. Very foggy.
Just needs poking a little bit. That's all.
It's all the branding.
Look, just so you know, I'm about to get a bollocking from Colonel because I muted him accidentally.
Oh dear, what a pity.
Oh, no, he's
well, he's muted.
No.
Oh, he's back on. It's too late. Too late.
You shouldn't be able to mute the host.
I'll try anything once. I'll rephrase that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, though.
Oh dear. So, Peter, I hope you're all well up in Yorkshire. We've just been talking about the 4 Yorkshiremen sketch.
All right, yeah.
That we're all here tonight, so you can be the 5th one.
Just a matter of interest. Did Brendan's not there tonight, is he?
No.
Not at the moment.
Did he? Was he? Is he still in contact with Alan Bushby at all?
I hope he is. That'd be great.
Apparently, Alan Bushby lives in Dover, and he does see him in his local pub now and again.
Oh, does he, Steve? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I was reminded the other day about a time I was flying back to the Sun after leave one time, and I was flying with Alan Bushby and Pat Reed, and we were sitting in the back of the plane from Heathrow to Miami. And Pat and I, Bushby actually was very good. He kept, sort of a reasonable sort of amount of alcohol. But I'm afraid Paddy and I went absolutely, we got absolutely smashed. So much so that when it came to going through American immigration in Miami, it was only Alan Bushby that actually got us both through. We were in such a terrible state. Anyway, he got us through. And we got on the next plane to San Juan, and Reed and I basically just fell asleep before the plane even took off. And we didn't know anything until we got to San Juan, when Bushby, very kindly got us both off and into the bus, and off we went to the hotel. Well, it was a few days later when the Sun met the island, and the island used to bring us down some logo stores from Los Angeles every 2 weeks, 4 weeks, or whatever it was. Things like bar napkins and anything with logo on it. And Mike Hawksworth was the DP on the island, and while we were doing this transfer of stores, he said to me, "Christ," he said, "that must have been scary, So I said, "What?" So he said, "Your flight," he said, "from Miami to San Juan." He said, "You were on that flight, weren't you?" So I said, "Well, yeah." And apparently it was all over the newspapers that this flight that we were on, it went to take off, and a light plane ran across the runway just as it was about to take off. And the pilot had to abort the takeoff. And everybody was screaming and yelling. The bags were flying out of the overhead lockers. Christ knows what else, as he aborted this takeoff. We were about 2 hours before we eventually took off again. And it was a really a scary moment, apparently. I did check with Alan Bushby a little bit later, and he confirmed that it had been a very scary moment. The only people on the plane that didn't know anything about it at all was myself and Pat Reed, who were absolutely pissed and passed out. We didn't even know anything about it. I do owe Alan Bushby a big thank you for that.
I thought every flight was like that.
Pretty much.
I remember when we had a delayed flight, and it used to be free booze back in those days anyway, but we were on this delayed flight and we were drinking Rusty Nails.
All right.
And eventually they ran out of Drambuie, so then we were drinking scotch, and I remember being so drunk, it was like the plane was doing victory rolls. The whole plane was spinning. And then we got delayed in New York, and none of us, we came from San Juan, so none of us had winter clothes. And we got stuck in some hotel in downtown Manhattan. Colin, I think you were there.
That was the grottiest place on the planet. It was really awful. It was.
And we got.
There was gunfire going off in the streets and all sorts. I'm sure it was in the. I'm sure it was in the Bronx.
It was it was like downtown Manhattan or somewhere like this. I remember
it was really bad. It was dreadful place. Listen, guys, I'm sorry to do this to you, but I need to cut out because I haven't had anything to eat and my dinner's ready. So I'm going to have my dinner and say goodbye to you all. So look, I'll see you next week. Okay. But sorry about that.
Well, actually, Colin, you won't see me and Steve because I'll be on a plane down to LA for a cruise, and Steve's going to be on a cruise in Italy.
Okay. But I should be able to cut in next week. But I've got to cut out now because I'm very hungry and my dinner's just arrived. So I'll see you all later. Good to see you guys.
Cheers, Colin.
Bye.
Enjoy your dinner. Bon appetit.
Lovely. Cheers. Lovely. Ollie.
Yeah.
Don't take it personally that Colin has just left.
No, I won't.
All right.
Yeah.
But let's put it. It was none of us. It must have been you.
I think it was Meals on Wheels. I think what it was, because Colin couldn't get a word in edgeways because of Ollie, he had to go.
I do a habit of talking too much, don't I?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's enough.
We love it. We love it. Yeah.
Colonel, which Graham keeps trying to get in?
Well, I know it could be Graham Billett. I'm going to send him a message right now.
I think it's Graham Billett.
Well, it's either that or Graham Heath.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it could be. Yeah, is he still out on his boat?
We have to get the headphones on.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right.
Oh God, yeah, definitely. Pete, when you do want to talk, don't forget to unmute yourself. I think I muted you at the same time as I did Colonel.
Is that me or Pete Stevens?
Oh no, Pete Stevens.
Okay, right.
Yeah, because Pete's, he was BBC. I mean, he knows all about this muting and unmuting. Who's that? Angie's pad.
Oh, whoa! Who's that? Okay.
Oh, look who it is! Blimey.
It's Lottie.
It's one of the twins.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Lottie.
Yeah. It's Lottie Wits. Nice to see you, Graham.
Nice to see you, Dave.
Oh, bloody hell. Great. Lovely.
I've been stitched up. I've on gangway duties. That's why I've been away a long time.
hey, you're still sat behind that oak tree of yours then?
Yes, it's getting bigger, isn't
it? Caveman, it is a curtain, by the way. All right, just so you know.
Hello, all.
Hi, Graham.
Lovely to see you. Great. So,
hi, Graham.
Hiya.
Have you been in touch with Gizzy recently, Graham?
Not for a long time. Not since this last chat on here. What was that? December time?
What year?
I can't remember. It's such a long time ago.
He's away. Is he in? Where is he? He's in
the Maldives.
Maldives, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. He's out there. He went out looking for you, Graham.
So I was on gangways. I wouldn't have seen him.
Was Ricky Elder there as well?
He's just got back from a cruise on Iona, and he said he hated every second of it.
What, Ricky Elder has?
Yeah. And guess what, Dave? He never wheeled.
Well, Steiners are not on there anymore, are they?
Well, they got rid of their carpet outside. It got worn out too much.
So for you boys that may or may not have met up with Graham before, Graham was one of twins, weren't you, Graham? With the
I wasn't. Still am.
I'm glad to hear it. Brilliant. But yeah, so Graham, give a quick resume again, because we haven't seen you for so long. So when you went to sea with your brother and what ships?
Okay, joined in 1974. Joined as bellboys. We both joined the Canberra in Southampton. Did the few cruises up until the new year. They went on the World Cruise. I stayed on there till 77, I think it was. And then went on the Arcadia, where my twin brother was. He'd gone on to the Arcadia. From the Arcadia, I went to Sea Princess, then the Oriana, then the Pacific Princess, and then back to the Sea Princess, and left in 86 along with most of us.
No way. Lifting that. No, you should be able to.
Yeah, I do that.
Graham, Dave, can you take charge and ask who Emma is?
It's Seamus.
Hey,
Daily.
Sorry.
Okay.
Graham, when you left in 86, that was a lovely moon you did as the coach went down the quayside.
Oh, in Malta? Yes, it's on their flag now, isn't it? Part of history. Yes.
Okay.
So
where did
right,
you keep disappearing to, Fruity?
I'm Dave.
Oh, Fruity, he's just going to go and he's got another drop to pick up with the handbag. Someone says they just won a jackpot and he's going to tell them the bad news.
It's not, he's actually with Deliveroo.
Dave, Seamus is in.
I do. Yeah, I did see Seamus. Yeah.
Hi guys.
Seamus.
How you doing?
Hi, Seamus.
How's everybody?
To see you.
Glad to see the chow pod recipe. All it's missing is the rolls.
Yeah.
Ask him to put his phone on its side in Irish, Dave.
Yeah. Seamus, turn your phone horizontal. Turn it 90 degrees. Lovely. Hang on.
Thank you very much.
And Charlie, good to see you in Bermuda.
If you could tell him the same, tell him the same.
Are you in a position to be able to turn your screen 90 degrees? Charlie. Bang on.
Yeah,
well done, Charlie. Brilliant. Seamus, you look even bigger than your glasses. It's marvellous.
Yeah.
It's great. Wonderful. So Charlie, Brendan will be watching the recording. He's hoping to come in possibly next week.
No.
Can you just give us a weather update?
Yeah, it's about 22 degrees today. Little bit of sun. It's been overcast, but sun's coming out now, so the rest of the day will be quite nice.
Wonderful. And is it a good day to have your chow pot recipe in action?
It would be, yes. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Hilda, it's going all around the world, this one.
Yeah, I haven't had one of them for donkeys.
Well, I'm going to be working on another one. As soon as I go out and get some more beef, I'm going to tweet it a little bit. So I'll probably put another one on later on.
Wonderful.
I did tweak it already a little bit. I added a whole bulb of garlic in there.
Oh, yeah.
I just separated the cloves and flattened them with a knife.
Yeah.
And because I'm a big garlic fan, and
Me too.
but it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I need another recipe now. I
What's
need the
that?
recipe for Danish.
Danish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can put that on for you.
Another thing that when I worked in the A-deck pantry as a bellboy, we used to have to get Danish for the passengers in the morning, and there was a little stainless steel hot box, and we'd put the Danish in there, and they'd stay warm. And even to this day, like, I won't buy Danish in a bakery because I've been spoiled with the Danish on the Sun Princess.
It takes a little time to make it because you have to roll it and layer it, similar to you make puff pastry. It's, similar method to that.
Yeah, so good. So it's another one of those memories. Yeah. So
Yeah, but
if you want to share the recipe for that would be great.
We also want a bread roll recipe as well.
The chow pot.
Yeah.
That's less your bit.
That was
Yeah.
Glacier Bay, wasn't it?
Hello.
Hello, was that Glacier Bay I saw there in the background?
Yes.
Yeah. When we went up there first, the Arcadia used to sound its horn just so that the glacier could calve, as they called it at the time.
Yeah, so the ice would fall.
Yeah,
exactly.
they've stopped doing that.
And then we go, the deckhands, as in the lad you saw last week there with the beard, they'd go ashore and pick up the ice on one of the lifeboats and bring it back on to put the champagne on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And we used to tell the punters that all the cocktails you made them with glacier ice as well.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
They did believe it. They did believe
Yeah.
it.
What about my pretty with the crushed ice and the finger in it, swirling it round?
We used to get a lot closer to the glaciers than they do now. The glaciers
Yeah.
they've all moved back a distance now.
A good bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And you couldn't blow the horn or blow your stack or whatever with the smoke. That was banned as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as well, they've stopped people dumping wine bottles there as well, haven't they?
I get it.
They the ones with labels or without?
I got to tell you, can I tell that? Do I have time to tell that story just quickly?
Go on.
Go ahead.
The night in question that Steve is referring to, Angelo and I were in the dining room, wine stewards, and we'd finished, and we'd been in Glacier Bay that day, and we knew that if the chute was closed, you couldn't dump. But we'd sail from Glacier Bay late in the evening, and it was about 10 o'clock at night, and I had carried all the empty boxes with all the wine bottles down the flying dustbin, out through the galley to the back elevator and down the flying dustbin. I never even checked the chute because it's Glacier Bay. And then as I was coming back through the galley, Angelo was coming through with 2 boxes, and he said, there's just 2 more boxes left. And I went to the restaurant, and there was 2 boxes there, and I picked them up, and I turned around and started going back through the galley, and he's already coming back through. And I said, what did you do with those boxes? And he goes, and I'm sorry, Angelo's not on here. He goes, it's all right, the chute is open. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I go into where the chute was, and sure enough, it was open. So I threw the 2 boxes down the chute. And then I went back, and I felt kind of ticked off because I'd carried all the other ones down to the like the stores deck, right? And then about 15 minutes later, Jingles, I don't know if you guys remember Jingles, he came through, and he was very red in the face, and he was really agitated. He was vibrating with tension. And he said, did any of you guys throw any bottles over the stern? And I said, no. And I looked to Angelo, and Angelo goes, no. And he goes, are you sure you didn't throw anything over the side? No. Okay, good. And then he goes, 10 minutes later, he's back again, asking the same question. No, we didn't throw anything over the side. And off he went again. And then I turned to Angelo. I said, well, we didn't throw anything over the side, but we did throw those boxes down the chute. Do you think he means that? And unbeknownst to us, the pilot boat had come alongside to pick up the Rangers, and they're about to leave. And as they moved away from the ship in the twilight, there was a loud splash, and they actually thought somebody had fallen over the side. And so they put out a man overboard call, and they went back to try to pick up whoever it was. And there's all these champagne bottles and beer cans floating around in the water. We got hauled up to the bridge. I still have to this day a copy of the written warning. We got hauled up the bridge. It seemed like every officer on the ship was standing there in the glow of the lights, and we were told that we'd probably have to go to a US court of law and get prosecuted. And Andy actually was the one, Andy Hiscox made them change the written warning, because in the written warning it said we dumped them over the side, and we argued that we hadn't dumped them over the side, and we put them down the chute, and our understanding was it was the chef's responsibility to make sure the chute was locked when you couldn't dump, right? So yeah, that's what happened that day.
And
It's
ever since that day, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny that today's generation, they even complained of white smoke coming out of a ship in Vancouver. You know the steam, right?
Yeah.
I think, that's poison gas. If we told them what we used to dump in the sea,
the garbage.
we would all be classed as criminals.
Yeah.
They reckon there's a trail of plates and where have you, cups, saucers, all the way from Southampton to Sydney, apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's got longer.
I mean, the fishing stocks were greater.
Yeah.
But Blackpool Bob, obviously, you in your when you first went to sea, I mean, everything went over the side anyway, didn't it?
I a very funny story. One of my mates was pantry boy down on the Orsover, and we went to the Suez Canal, and for some reason he was leaning out of the porthole, dropping plates into the Suez Canal, and the old man saw him off the bridge. And of course, that was it. He lost his job at the end of the trip.
Yeah.
But the Suez Canal's got you. Yeah.
I remember going to work in the Starlight Lounge, and the bar bailiff was really like down in the dumps. And I said to the hooligan, "Why is he so down in the dumps?" And he goes, "Oh, he's got a written warning today." And I said, "What did he get a written warning for?" And he goes, "Well, when I told him to dump the garbage last night, instead of taking it down to the stores deck, he threw it over the side outside the back of the Starlight Lounge, and it all landed in the lifeboats." So in the morning, when they looked out, there's all these garbage bags from the Starlight in the lifeboats.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Hey, you try telling the kids this today that they won't believe you.
Yeah.
I know. Hey, but Charlie, did you experience anything like that? From down in the butcher's flat, did things go over the side or disappear accidentally?
Only in Hong Kong.
Well, that's as good a place as any.
Tins of ham and stuff like that used to go missing quite a lot there.
Oh, God.
Dave.
Yes.
Dave, we had a burial at sea. Obviously, loads of people had it, but on the Arcadian, my first trip up in Alaska, or on the way up there, we were having a pre-burial out the, what do you call the hole inside the ship? Gunport. Anyway, something happened, and the body went over the side, and we had to fill a new body full of rubbish and tins, and so the woman came down to see the captain do the thing, and as soon as the body hit the water, there was a bang rather than just you could hear the rubbish in the black bag, But that actually happened.
Wow.
When was that, Seamus? Was that 1970?
71.
Okay, I was on there 1970.
Yeah, well, I was no, it was 71, 70, stroke 72. Yeah.
I think I was on the Himalaya then.
No, wait a minute. It was 70. Yeah, because that was my first ship. Yeah, it was 1970. Yeah.
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 What was you doing on there?
I was assistant head waiter.
Okay.
Along with David, was it David Hughes? No. David Bryant.
David Bryant.
David Bryant.
David Bryans. He was
David
Burmese.
Bryans. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bill Reid, was he? No.
And the captain used to sell the heavy duty shirts or something at the time. Sorry, not the captain, the chef.
The
head chef.
The head chef on the Arcadia at the time.
On the Arcadia, yeah.
Bill Baker.
Bill Baker, yes.
Big Bad Bill.
Bad Bill, yeah.
Bill Baker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad trip at all. Now that was a good trip.
Yeah, because that was the first time I ever went to Bermuda, and I ended up there, oddly enough. when we left Southampton, we went to Cherbourg.
Cherbourg, yeah.
And then through the canal and stuff like that. And I did that 6 months though. I was only on there the 6 months, and then
at the start I was in the beer pit initially.
Oh right,
I was a children's waiter. After working in Simpsons in the Strand for a year in '69, I joined the Arcadia as a children's waiter. So eventually I crawled up a bit anyway. So we used to put the soup spoon in the cloth and hit the kids on top of the head if they weren't very good.
Yeah.
Oh, it was good fun. Good fun. Yeah.
Seamus, you must Andy McLaughlin then, do you?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Donegal. He was Donegal, I think.
From Donegal?
Yeah.
Right. Well, normally, Seamus, we always ask Noel how you are because he's usually on. But how is he?
I had dinner for 7 last night, and Noel and Tinker were in the group, and I did a lamb tangine last night, and Tinker and Noel and another couple of friends of ours, and he's in pretty good form now. He had a bad year last year.
Yeah.
But I asked him, "What's wrong with you?" He said, "What's fucking right with me?" So no, he's in good form, and we were just in Lanzarote there a month ago, and for a week. So
whereabouts in Ireland are you, Seamus?
I'm right in the middle, a place called just outside a town called Mullingar, but it's between Dublin and Galway, basically.
All right, yeah. My brother lives in Shannon Bridge.
Oh, Shannon Bridge would be about 25 minutes away.
Yeah. I'll be over there next month.
Will you?
Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
You're more than welcome to give us a shout and say hello, because we're only 25 minutes away.
Yeah. He stays in Ballinasloe.
Oh, Ballinasloe, yes. Ballinasloe. Yeah, that's on the main Dublin-Galway road, Ballinasloe. Yeah, they have a fair there, a horse fair there.
Horse fair. Yeah. He goes to that every year.
Yeah.
I got a question for Peter. Are you coming to the reunion, Peter? The pension luncheon?
No, I never have done.
Okay.
Long way to go from Yorkshire down there for lunch. I keep threatening I will do one year, but no, it won't be this year.
McCullum's making the journey, Peter.
Is he? Oh, all right.
Good see him when he gets back.
Yeah.
No, it's no pressure, Peter. No pressure at all. Obviously.
I think I'm making the effort from Manchester.
Yeah. All right, Stephen.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm coming from Seattle.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Witsy, what about you? Are you able to come down from Leicester? Gizzy's coming, I think, isn't he?
Whereabouts is it? What date?
May the
20th.
20th.
No, it's in the middle of the Mayfly. I can't go.
Okay. Where is it?
Southampton. Down. Where is it, Peter?
Over Southampton.
Oh.
Okay.
You need to get in touch with Dave Jukes, ex-chief engineer, to register for it, Graham. If you want.
What reunion is it?
It's not. It's a P&O pensioners' lunch.
Pensioners.
Okay.
But it's quite. There'll be quite a few that you would know, Graham. I'm sure, obviously. But yeah, we went last year, and that was quite a nice gathering actually. But look forward to whoever can come this year. But I know it's gonna. The selling point is I'm not coming, so I presume a lot of you will then.
We can all go around your house, Dave. We're not going to be there, are you?
Scotty, that'd be great. That would be great.
Under that little brick, John.
Definitely, yeah. Come down. Yeah. Well, I mean, we won't be here, but you're welcome to come down.
We'll put the tents in the garden.
Yeah. Oh, hey, even better, Scotty. What? That's flipping great. Caveman,
where are you
you're
going to
welcome.
be, Dave?
I'm going to be on the Royal Crown on the riverboats.
Oh, okay, right.
We're in a working capacity. It's the only bit of work I do now, obviously. But yeah, we're due to be on there going down the Danube.
Oh, okay.
Well, that sounds nice.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. We've been doing it.
Is this with rubber gloves?
They will be packed. They will be packed, David. Obviously, I don't go without them anywhere now. Start all that. Oh.
What job are you doing, Dave? Medical assistant?
Say that. Sorry, say that again, Percy.
So, what job are you doing? Medical assistant.
They let me do that last time, but we had too many fatalities. So, hey, I'll tell you what. Last time we were on there, which is 3 years ago, we were down the Danube and we came into Budapest. And one of the guests, she slipped on the top deck. We were sailing out of Budapest at night, and it's wonderful, lit up, great. It's a fantastic scenery to see. And she slipped on the deck right by the steps leading down to the lower deck. And she just went down like a sack of spuds. Well, flipping heck. We had to go back into Budapest, and I went off with her as someone from the company to go with her, take her to hospital. What a bloody hell, awful, terrible. You know, if you're going to get injured, try and make it Germany or somewhere else nearby, but it was a nightmare. It was really bad. Yeah.
Was she trying to duck under one of the bridges?
Oh yeah. Yes. Was it high waters, Scotty?
Yeah, high water, and they lower the bridge, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
I believe this time there would be an issue with AK-47s.
Yeah, Stephen, right? Don't start all that. You know, I haven't got down there to wind them up yet.
Somewhere where we were cruising, we had a punter have a heart attack on the gangway, and the medic attended him on the gangway, and he died on the gangway, and then they wouldn't let him come back on board, and then the authorities wouldn't let him come off, and there was like a stalemate with this passenger on the gangway because they didn't want to bring a dead body back on board, and they didn't want to take it or accept it shoreside. I can't remember where that was, but I remember that incident happening.
Yeah, I
can remember that happening in LA.
Was it there? I remember it happening.
Whether it was the same one, Ray, I don't know, but I can remember a similar instance in LA one time during disembarkation. Yeah.
Dave's daughter and boyfriend are not married yet, and the two children are home last week from Australia for the summer.
Sorry, Seamus, what was that?
Sorry, Dave's daughter from Sarah's home from Australia with her children and partner for the summer, and they moved into Noel's old house, and they're there for the summer, and as on a trial basis. But they intend to go back in September, and then they may come back permanently then when they sort things out.
Did I miss something then? I last thing I heard was Peter Pratt saying something about his stalemate on the gangway with a dead body.
Yeah, you've missed it. I was saying that Noel's daughter is home from Australia. And husband and children. So Noel is crucified with kids now all of a sudden. He said, I've had enough of them already. I'm running home a week. That's a bit far from a dead body.
he's not. And then you said something about, and we'll see how it works out. It's not looking good. Oh dear. Sorry. So now, Caveman, well, we have got you, which is great pleasure. Have you organised a plan to meet up now with Angelo and to do the garage door?
Not yet. Not yet.
No, because she had a family. Angelo had family over last week. Is that right, boys? Was it last week?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see him last week on the tape.
I hope you weren't referring to Miss Haggy as family.
No. It was Angelo's family, wasn't it? Miss Heggy's come out, is there now, isn't she?
You wasn't talking about sisters then.
Yeah. They're all out there.
I hope the Tongan police band haven't arrived.
Graham, apologies, unless you have watched some of the recordings of the crew bar. There are previous weeks' discussions all being thrown in at certain moments, including the Tongan police band. But unless you heard the story, we'll have to let you just think about it. But it wasn't all good news, was it?
Right. By the way, guys, I'm sorry to have to do this, but I'm going to have to join Colin Donut at the dinner table. So see you next week. Anyway, nice to see you.
Me too.
See you, Peter.
All right.
Everyone's leaving, Peter. It's okay.
Thanks, Peter.
Bye.
Cheers.
Okay, guys.
Bye.
I hope it goes well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Cheerio, guys. Everybody,
Yeah.
take care. See you next week.
Are you leaving the building, Seamus?
Yeah, I am. I've got to go, and I'll see you next week, please, guys.
All right, well,
You can
okay.
put the traffic lights up.
Catch up with you and Athlone.
Don't
Come
get
here, yes.
nervous. We have got the traffic lights coming up, Seamus.
Right.
Which will it's it's a sad moment that when they come up. It's a sad moment for all of us, but I can see a big smile on Colonel's face because he said, "I haven't got a lot of editing to do this week." But
well done, Dave.
And also, Seamus, don't forget on the recording. Watch out! There'll be another Oscar story. Is that right, Fruity?
There is an Oscar tale, yes.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Okay.
Dave, that chap that was talking to me that's going to be in Ballinasloe, if I gave him my local number, he could ring me on the mobile.
News and bad news, Seamus.
Go on, John.
If you let me know, if I don't edit it, you'll probably get a lot of messages from porn stars on your mobile.
That's fine.
So I will edit your phone number.
All retired.
Thank you, John.
You got it right, yeah? You got it right.
Yeah, I got it right. And come here, John. Taffy is working on that reunion in when you come over to Ireland.
Oh, in Dublin, yeah. But hopefully we can do a hop on, hop off bus.
Absolutely. That's I done that with Brendan before, and it's very simple. And you'll have only a morning, you know what I mean, from sort of 9 till lunchtime, and then we depart. You know.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be great. Wonderful.
Yeah. Look forward to
like I keep saying, if I'm stuck in a pub all day, my wife's going to kill me.
There'll be no. I don't do pubs as such anyway. A brief visit will be fine.
Great.
Colonel, what date's that? Is that
sometime in May?
15th?
That is May the 9th.
May the 9th. Yeah. Fine. Yeah.
Charlie, are you over there May the 9th?
I'll probably still be in the UK. I get in Ireland on about the 15th or 16th of May.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll probably miss that one.
Yeah. All
but
right.
I'll catch up with Seamus anyway.
Good. Look forward to it.
Okay, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Wonderful.
Adios. Au revoir.
Bye. Good to see you, Malcolm.
Bye.
Lovely.
See you, everybody.
Cheers, Seamus.
Cheers, Dave.
Have a good couple of weeks.
Thanks, Dave.
I won't see you for a couple of weeks, maybe. I'm going to be away.
So we'll start waving everybody because Colonel's going to record this with another soundtrack. It might be the same as usual.
It is the same as usual, Dave.
Yeah,
See you next week, boys.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye for now, boys. Hey, and send regards to Seamus. He's still there, aren't you, Seamus?
Mazatlan Tales, waiting for Sun Princess. On leave from the Sun Princess at my apartment in Mazatlan, I had spent the day on the beach, came home, showered and changed. I was ready to go out. It was a Monday, and I had arranged to meet my roommate Carlos at Dambo's El Patio restaurant, a favourite haunt of ours, for cocktails and dinner. I duly arrived at the agreed time, and Carlos was not there, at his customary time, very late, you know, mañana. And I waited and waited. Eventually, after my second cocktail, he turned up. Where on earth have you been? I asked. Just in Mazatlan on earth, he replied, and went on. My boss at the travel agency and myself were waiting for the tour figures from the Sun Princess, but they never arrived. So we closed the office late, and here I am. Should explain that the sole travel agency had the contract for providing bus tours with English-speaking guides for all cruise ships arriving in Mazatlan. We ordered dinner and had a convivial evening talking about this and that, and eventually the subject of tomorrow's tours came up. The thing is, said Carlos, that the figures not arriving, we do not know how many tour guides we need. We have hired the usual number, and we can always get another tour bus at short notice, but not an English-speaking guide. So my boss asked me to bring you to the dock tomorrow, and if needed for you to do the city tour, like you did once before, when we had a problem. After all, it is for your ship, and it's not our fault that someone on board has forgotten to send the figures. I took the line of least resistance and agreed to this arrangement, as I knew I would get no peace until I went along with this plan. Next morning, as agreed, I got up and showered and had a coffee and toast, and then we both departed for the docks in Mazatlan in a taxi from near the fisherman's statue at the seafront where we lived. Drove across the peninsula to the docks on the other side, not far from the Mazatlan Pacifico brewery. We arrived at 7 in the morning and greeted the other guides, and Julieta, who ran the travel agency for her father and was the boss, well, after her dad, Senor Escobosa. We were all surprised to see the Sun Princess was not even in sight, as she should have been arriving in the harbour, past the lighthouse on top of the hill. Julieta told everyone that her dad was at the office still trying to find out how many people were on each different tour. We waited and waited, and still no sign of the ship. Then someone noticed that the shipping agency staff were not there, and no dock workers to handle the mooring ropes. Carlos saw a friend who worked for the aduana, the Mexican customs, and his friend told him that no passenger ship was due that day. Just then a familiar, very noisy, red vintage MG Roadster appeared, driving from the dock gate. It was Senor Escobosa driving back from the Motel de Sol travel agency. He brought awful news. The ship was not arriving this day, and indeed the cruise was cancelled, as she had suffered a fire and was in Los Angeles having all the damage put right. It transpired that on the previous mini-cruise to Ensenada, the galley had gone up in flames during the night, and the whole galley had to be rebuilt. So the cruise down to Acapulco and the cruise back were cancelled, and the ship's agents were told not to expect the ship. They told the Customs and Immigration and the port authorities, but for some inexplicable reason, never picked up the phone and called the travel agency to tell them not to order the bus tour coaches and guides. I don't know who paid for the coaches, but I bet someone ears got blistered at the shipping agent's office. I will guarantee Princess Cruises did not pay. Or maybe it is just they think they did not pay. So, after all the excitement and news, we all went out for brunch and a local Pacifico beer to wash it down with, as you would. I am not going to tell you how the fire happened or the full details, as I simply was not there. But if you ask Brendan Cole, who I believe was somewhat of a hero of the event, I am sure he will be happy to recount to you all that night's events. Suffice to say that it involved a night baker and some donuts. And no, it is categorically denied that it wasn't anything to do with a member of the bar staff making a bacon and egg sarnie on the grill. Well, that's all, folks, for this week. From Oscar. Oh, and always remember,
Sana ko